Hi, my name is Javs, also known as Javatronia. I'm a licensed hairstylist, freelance photographer and videographer, as well a glamour boudoir model and blogger. Recently, I was introduced to the world of toy collecting, and here I will share with you my journey and exploration into the world of action figures, not only as a collector and consumer, as well a passionate fan. Hey guys, it's Jazz, aka Javatronia with Just Try Media, and today I'm going to do another review for you on iGear's Delicate Warrior. So, here is Delicate Warrior. Pretty cute. I really like her. She's a third-party figure, and I feel like they did one of the best jobs on getting her to the most likeness of what G1 Arcee looks like. She's very durable, and what iGear gives you along with the figure is a display stand, which I don't use. I'll show you how, where you can put it in, but I don't use it. A collector's card. Artwork isn't the best, but you can just keep it on file because you get it. So, and 2 sticker sheets, which, as you can see, I haven't added them onto the figure yet. I like her without them, and you can do it if you want. And last but not least, you get her instructions, which they only give you like one direction, so you have to figure it out the other way, which isn't hard. She's pretty simple transformation. Alright, so a little bit of back history on Arcee's character. She's one of the first fembots introduced in the Transformers world, which makes her probably the most popular one. And she is supposed to, depends on who you talk to, have some sort of love interest with either Springer or Hot Rod. That really depends on who you follow, what storyline you want to look at, but she does have a lot of compassion and love for her fellow bots and human companions. She is known to have great hand-to-hand combat and a sharpshooter, so better watch out. She will definitely kick your butt. Alright, let's take a look at her close up. Alright, let's do this. Up close and personal with Delicate Warrior. So for her overall design, I really like it. She's sleek, she's sexy, she's curvy, she looks like a fembot, and absolutely like Arcee. She has really great detail on her. You can see all of like the ridges, the eyes are nice, she even has soft pink lips, even the cuffs have a lot of nice detail in them, and even at the collar here there's a little bit of a molded in detail there. So overall, just a really nice figure. The only thing I'm going to say that is restricting to her posability, which you'll see in articulation, is the backpack and the wheels here can cause you to not be able to get as far back, just directly swinging back here, and for the arm, which you'll see there in articulation. I wanted to show you that there's also how to put the display stand on. So back here, this little spoiler thing comes out. You can see a little peg hole there. And then her display stand, you just put that in, and then you gives her a lot more posability without worry of her stability. That would be another point that I would like to make, is that her legs, the joints, are super loose right here, so it makes it really hard to pose her standing up without a lot of finesse and just being very careful and patient. Those would be the 2 marks that I would say for bot mode. Just aren't the best. There could be a little bit more thinking there or planning, but if that's it, I'm okay with that. You can also see that she has 2 weapons that are removable, so I'll take those out and we'll do articulation. I'll put the spoiler back in really quick. Okay. Articulation. We have head rotation. It's on a ball joint, so really you get full range, which is really nice for posability. For her shoulders, swinging up and down, forward, and again, this is where I was saying backwards. She doesn't have a lot of range there. You'd have to bring her arm out, and then you can kind of get a little bit more back movement there. There's a bicep swivel, and her elbow is double jointed, so you can bend it in 2 different spots depending on what you wanted. Wrist articulation is on a ball joint, so you get quite a bit of movement there. Nothing that bends a lot, but you definitely have a wide range of movement in the wrist. No waist swivel, she's connected there, the backpack and the main part of the car, so you don't get any movement there. With the hips, swing forward, and this is where the back, she bumps into this little piece here, so not a lot of movement there. And because she is on a ball joint, you do get a little bit of thigh swivel, but not a full rotation. Knee is also double jointed, so you can get a little bit more posability out of her this way. Ankle tilt, and then the toe also does have a little bit of tilting action there. And then these little ankle strap things move, no aid in posability, but just more aesthetic. And that would be her full articulation. Great posability, you'll see with the pictures that I add on the video here. The other key things I'd like to know is there's light piping on both sides, so her eyes will, light up nicely. Great figure. I like her a lot. She looks really good. On to transformation. Delicate Warrior's transformation is far from complicated or confusing. The moves are simple and relatively straightforward that don't necessarily even require instructions or a tutorial, as parts pretty much explain themselves. The only true challenge is sorting the pieces to sit securely and straight, as most of the pieces don't tab or peg in, but rather hug into their proper place. iGears did an amazing job fitting round and oval shaped pieces into a square frame or shell. Easy on the eyes and easy on the brain, you'll find yourself transforming her more often than you would expect. And here we have Delicate Warrior in her alt mode, vehicle mode, and she's also, very much like her G1 style, but it really reminds me of the Jetsons, and I love that. So it's probably another reason why I like her a lot. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at her a little bit more up close here so we can see some of her features. So you can see we didn't add any of those stickers that I mentioned, but I like her really plain. The pink and the white go nicely. I'm afraid that some of the stickers would just make it look not too cartoonish, but just over embellished, and I would rather it be like nice and plain and simple. So you can see she looks really great. The body is all folded up inside there, really tight, but everything fits fairly perfect in there. Sometimes, because it is so compact, you can see that the hips here have a slight angle to them. It being a small bot, I think they did a really good job, but you might find that it doesn't sit up really well. But if it's just sitting on the shelf as a car, you're not going to notice anything like that. So great detail. I mean, even in the seats and the dashboard, there's just a lot of good detail, so they definitely didn't miss out on that. And this wheel is even movable a little bit, so it's kind of cool. They were able to keep good features of what a car would look like. Alright, so as far as articulation, really the only thing that you're going to find in this mode is the wheels, and the back wheels spin fairly nicely. They don't spin on their own. The front ones don't have as much movement because it is such a tight squeeze fitting the legs up there. This one is doing okay, but this one's really stiff. This third-party figure, the price point, I'm not going to sit there and play with it or let my kids play with it. This is going to be something that's going to sit on the shelf. And as far as weapon storage, you can see that there's holes here, so you're going to peg those in. So you could either do it backwards or not really forwards unless you have it sitting up a little bit higher, but so pretty much you're just going to do it backwards. So as a car, she looks really good. I mean, they did a great job. Very nice. And in closing, I do want to say that she's probably one of my favorite figures that I have on my shelf. She fits in really well, love her color scheme, and as far as third-party figures and what we have available for Arcee, she's probably one of the best ones. It'll be interesting to see what Generations has to offer us this fall, which I hope we get very soon. I'm excited to see her. But for a price point, if you're a beginning collector, she might be a little high, so you can wait until Generations comes out. I would say she's probably one of the best and well worth the pretty penny for her. Not too bad, but definitely a little bit more than a new collector would want to spend. All around, Delicate Warrior is a great figure to have on your shelf if you don't have a placeholder for her already, as far as Arcee. And for the price, she's one of the best looking Arcees out there. Thank you for watching my review on iGear's Delicate Warrior. Don't forget, enjoy your toys, because they can always be taken away. Bleh. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.